know you had the state legislators here earlier, and Eric, you'll be happy to know they blamed it all on the federal government, and then they got their lunch and left. So we'll be sending follow-up questions to them. Where I sit, it's sort of a tale of two cities. I think that in my entire public career in the field of education in the Congress, that this is the most dynamic and exciting opportunities and environment for school improvement and school reform that I've ever witnessed. And yet at the same time, for a nation that's coming out of a recession after the financial scandals and what that did to devastate the tax base of schools and states and communities, we're struggling. And yet we still see some of the hangover of that. California is feeling a little bit of a breathing room and thinking about paying back some of that money they borrowed from the schools and rethinking some of the financing arrangements. I know that the governor's put before the legislature, and that's aimed toward growing the system, meeting the demands of this state, meeting the demands of the economy and our communities. And at the same time, in Washington, we're stuck in an old idea that we can cut our way to a balanced budget. There's not much evidence in history that that's the case. What you need is economic growth, and what you need is economic growth is you need a talented, educated, skillful workforce. And so in Washington, we're stuck with this insane idea of sequestration, the idea that we just put in automatic across-the-board cuts with no discrimination as to needs, priorities, values, effectiveness, or anything else. And it appears from my political antenna that process is going to continue in our local area, in the county here, in the state. It's a significant amount of money in two big areas. Eric and I both represent fairly diverse districts, and obviously in the poor areas, in the lower income areas of our district, even the middle income areas of our district. Title I is a significant cut in California. If they go all the way to September with sequestration, it's about in excess of $300 million cuts to the state. And then NIDEA, which is very important in every neighborhood across this state, it's about a $250 million cut. I think the sequestration should be turned off. I don't think it's going to be. I didn't vote for it. And it makes no sense to do business in that fashion. At the same time, on the upside, is I think with the failure of the legislature to reauthorize No Child Left Behind, John had it right. I wrote all of the good parts.